Have you ever wondered how some guys our age manage to look even older than they really are? Over the years, after making several wardrobe mistakes, I've realized that small details make a huge difference in our appearance. You know that moment, when you look in the mirror and think, man, when did I start looking so outdated? Well, I've been through that too, and often these are simple mistakes that we don't even notice. Today, I'll share 8 classic mistakes that make any mature man look sloppy. And look, there's an item here that will surprise you. It's something you probably do every day and don't even imagine how much it ages your appearance. I'll show you not only what to avoid, but how to correct each point. Because at this stage of life, we can't afford to project the wrong image, right? Mistake 1. Wearing gym tank tops in everyday life. Let's start with something I see constantly, wearing gym tank tops as everyday clothing. Man, I understand the practicality, it's comfortable and cool, but after 40, our body changes. The tank top ends up exposing these natural changes and gives an impression of sloppiness outside the sports context. The solution is simple. Invest in good quality basic t-shirts. Plain, well-cut t-shirt in neutral colors will make you look much more elegant. If you want something cooler, look for fabrics with technology that absorbs sweat. A quality t-shirt costs practically the same as a tank top, but the visual impact is completely different. If you're enjoying these practical tips, subscribe to the channel here. I'll continue bringing specific content for us men who know that appearance makes a difference. Mistake 2. Exaggerated and very colorful floral shirt. Now let's talk about a mistake I see a lot. The exaggerated floral shirt, full of vibrant colors. Man, I know the intention is to show personality, but the result ends up being caricatured. These shirts with very flashy prints can create a look as if you're dressed up for a permanent luau. In our age range, we need to balance personality with elegance. The smart alternative. Look for shirts with more discreet patterns and soft colors. A shirt with a microprint or thin stripes can give personality without looking exaggerated. Another option is to use color as a highlight in just one element, a plain shirt in a more vibrant tone, but without prints. This way you maintain sophistication, while still showing your own style. If you're enjoying these tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more amazing people like you. Mistake 3. Visible underwear, juvenile and embarrassing error. This next point genuinely embarrasses me when I see it. Underwear showing above the pants. Folks, this was a trend in the 90s. Today it's unforgivable. Seeing a mature man with his underwear showing conveys an image of total carelessness. It's as if you've been stuck in time. The problem is usually in choosing the wrong size pants or type of underwear. Very low pants with short t-shirts are a guaranteed recipe for this disaster. Solution. Always wear a belt at the right height. Pants should sit at the waist, not the hips. Prefer boxer briefs or tighter underwear that doesn't jump out. Extra tip. When buying new pants, test if they stay at the right height when you sit or move. Clothes need to work in your real routine. Let me ask, have you ever experienced an embarrassing situation with clothes? Tell us in the comments, because we've all had our less elegant moments. Mistake 4. Wearing clothes that are too loose. Here we have a mistake I made for years, thinking that loose clothing is more comfortable and therefore better. Man, what a mistake. Very baggy clothes on a mature man only do one thing: make you look sloppy, and worse, can even make you look bigger than you really are. It happens that, over the years, many of us gain a few pounds, and the instinct is to hide this with loose clothes. But the effect is exactly the opposite. You look like you're swimming in your clothes. A well-fitted shirt or t-shirt, without being tight, but following your natural silhouette, will make you look much more elegant and even visually slimmer. The Kai rule is simple. Clothing should touch your body lightly, without marking too much, but also without excess fabric. For sleeves, they should ideally end at the middle of the biceps for t-shirts and at the wrist for dress shirts. And I'll give you a tip I learned the hard way. If you're in doubt about the fit, ask for an honest opinion from someone close. Sometimes our perception is biased, and an external look makes all the difference. Try wearing a t-shirt of the right size for a week and see how differently people react. The change is impressive. If these tips are making sense to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We still have 4 more important mistakes to cover, and I guarantee that you're making at least one of them right now. Mistake 5. T-shirt with gigantic logo, printed on the chest. And here we come to the item I promised would surprise you. T-shirts with gigantic logos printed on the chest. Man, this may seem silly, but it makes a huge difference in your image. You know those famous brand T-shirts with the logo taking up half of your chest? Or team T-shirts with huge shields? Well, they might be sabotaging your appearance without you realizing it. The problem is that a very large logo creates a focal point exactly in the middle of your chest, and this can distort your silhouette. Additionally, depending on the situation, it can convey an image that's too young for our age, as if you were trying to look like a teenager. I'm not saying to abandon your favorite T-shirts, but to use them at the right times. For everyday life, especially in more serious situations, prefer plain T-shirts or those with discreet prints. An elegant alternative is T-shirts with small embroidery or minimal logos, almost imperceptible. This maintains the quality of the brand without the exaggerated visual appeal. And look at something interesting I noticed. When you wear visually cleaner clothes, people pay more attention to you as a person, not to your clothes. And isn't that what we want? What's your opinion on logos on clothes? Are you more on the discreet team, or do you like to show brands? Tell us in the comments, because this is a subject that divides opinions. Mistake 6. Short-sleeved dress. Shirt. Let's now talk about something that completely breaks the elegance of any look. Short-sleeved dress shirts. People, this is one of the biggest crimes against mature male style that exists. The dress shirt was created to be elegant, sophisticated, to give that air of seriousness and competence. When you cut the sleeve, you kill all that elegance. It looks like a bank employee uniform from the 80s. The big problem is that the short sleeve on a dress shirt creates a very strange visual break. The formality of the shirt doesn't match the casualness of the short sleeve. It's like mixing a tie with shorts. It simply doesn't work. I know the motivation is the heat, but there are much better alternatives. First, prefer dress shirts made of lighter fabrics, such as cotton with elastane or microfiber. Second, you can elegantly roll up the sleeves when necessary. And a third option that works perfectly, use polo shirts or Henley T-shirts for casual occasions where you want to be elegant but not formal. They are cool, comfortable, and maintain sophistication. The rule is clear. If you need short sleeves, don't wear a dress shirt. If you want to wear a dress shirt, accept the long sleeve. There's no middle ground that works well. Mistake 7. Wearing printed swim shorts. Outside the beach, man, printed swim shorts are a piece that has its place. At the beach, at the pool, maybe on a fishing trip. But I see many men our age wearing this type of shorts to go to the mall, the supermarket, or even to social barbecues. Printed swim shorts have a very specific beachwear look, and when you wear them in other contexts, you end up conveying an image that you don't care about the occasion or that you don't know how to choose the right clothes for each moment. Additionally, many of these shorts have very flashy prints, palm trees, flamingos, geometric designs that become caricatures outside the beach environment. For everyday life, prefer twill, cotton, or linen shorts. Solid colors like beige, navy blue, gray, or white are much more versatile and elegant. They work perfectly with t-shirts, polos, or even casual shirts. If you live in a coastal city and want to maintain the beach spirit in your look, look for shorts made of natural fabrics in earthy tones or softer blues. They maintain the casual feel without looking like you just got out of the water. The tip is always to think, where will I wear this piece? The clothing needs to make sense with the environment and the occasion. Mistake 8. Wearing fabric belts. And we've reached the last item on our list, the fabric belt. This is a subtle mistake, but one that makes a difference in your overall appearance. Fabric belts, especially those very casual rope or canvas ones, can work in super casual looks, like for a hike or outdoor activity. But in everyday urban life, they end up making your look a bit loose. The problem is that the belt is an accessory that has important visual weight in your look. It sits at the waistline, which is a region that naturally draws attention. A very casual fabric belt can compromise even a look that is well put together in other aspects. The solution is to invest in good quality leather belts. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant. A brown belt and a black one already solve 90% of your needs. Choose simple buckles, without drawings or exaggerated details. A valuable tip: the width of the belt should be proportional to your body type. If you're thinner, narrower belts look better. If you have a larger build, you can use slightly wider belts. And remember, dark belt with dark shoes, light belt with light shoes. This basic rule already solves most combination problems. So, recapping the 8 mistakes that might be sabotaging your appearance. Gym tank tops in everyday life, exaggerated floral shirts, visible underwear, clothes that are too loose, t-shirts with gigantic logos, short-sleeve dress shirts, swim shorts outside the beach, and fabric belts. Look, over the years I've learned that it's not about spending fortunes on clothes, but about making smarter choices. Each of these adjustments I've shared with you can be made gradually, without rushing, respecting your budget. The important thing is to understand that our appearance communicates before we even open our mouths. And at this stage of life, where we have responsibilities, experience, and maturity, our image needs to reflect that. If this content was useful to you, subscribe to the channel, because I always bring practical and honest tips for us men who know that details make a difference. And don't forget to activate the bell to not miss the next videos. Let me ask, which of these mistakes have you made? Or better yet, which one did you discover you're still making? Comment below. Let's exchange experiences and help each other. In the next video, I'll talk about the 5 essential pieces that every man over 40 should have in his wardrobe. Items that really make a difference and that you can use on various occasions. If you've made it this far, it's because you're serious about improving your style. So I've prepared this next video for you to watch. It's the perfect step for you to continue evolving. And take a look at this playlist too. It has a complete map to dress like a true gentleman over 40. Stylish, elegant, and powerful every day. See you in the next video.